just don't want to record a mad rambling I've got. Just a concept. Computer hardware. So I've bought a device that allows me to watch digital television through a USB dongle on my laptop, and a similar device that allows me to access pretty much every spectrum of radio you can think of: analog, digital, AM, FM, shortwave, longwave, VHF, UHF, etc. No broadcasting capabilities. That's something I haven't really looked into yet. And there are devices out there specifically for analog TV, for when you go traveling to places that still use the analog signal. And they all work on a hardware level. Like, there is some software you have to install as a user interface, but they'll work on a hardware level. I mean, there's nuts and bolts behind it as to how it works. I like to tinker, pull things apart, put them back together, fix what's broke if there's anything broke on a physical level. If it's software level, you need a different guy. That's not me, at least not yet. But it's got me to thinking, like, all the old school video games, Pong and whatnot, they were built on custom motherboards. There was no ones and zeros software programming there. It was all specific circuitry. I mean, you can make a motherboard do whatever the fuck you want it to do if you got the time and the know-how. Just thinking, if you were to build a computer from the ground up, and I'm going to say a bunch of outdated fucking tech here because I grew up in the late 90s, but why not build a computer from the ground up that is not just your computer, but your television, your radio, your fax machine, because some places a fax machine is still useful, your telephone, your answering machine, all that shit. Fully backwards compatible all the way back to DOS, but like relatively modern. Like, code it yourself, build it yourself. You don't have to market parts because you build the parts from the ground up: motherboard, fucking processors, so on and so forth. But I'm particularly run by the idea of literally having this run out of the motherboard, custom built. All you have to do is plug in the aerial and execute the program. Not just receiving, but broadcasting too would be cool, but you'd need a massive rig. You'd need a rig as big as the table I'm sitting my phone on. And it's not something you would carry around in your pocket like your phone. Although there's no reason why, once a proof of concept was made, you couldn't miniaturize that. There's no reason why, once a proof of concept was made, you couldn't miniaturize that eventually down to something that could fit in a phone. I mean, most of the work's there, but phones are a whole other... Yeah, I'll pull apart a laptop, I'll pull apart a desktop, but I won't pull apart a phone, not yet. Anyway, you've had enough of this.